What's new, guys?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep, Jordan first.
I passed my RBT exam.
Woo-hoo!
And yeah, and now
That's
I'm
awesome.
getting cross-trained into so we have Maple with older kids, and then Pine are the younger kids, and I'm cross-training, so that means I get to work with both classrooms.
Okay.
And I didn't know that was like, because my boss came in while me and my coworker were talking, and she's like, oh yeah, like the difference between RBT1 and RBT2 is like RBT2 you are cross-trained. And I'm like, but I'm not RBT2 yet. And she's like, no, but you're going to get there, and then you get. And then my coworker's like, I smell a promotion coming on. So it was great. And I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, it was really hard this past week, but we had a really good day on Friday, so
Good.
I was glad we all ended on a good note.
Ended it strong.
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats.
Thanks.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're going to have another test to do?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out when I get there.
So it's that's a next step though, right?
Yes.
Like you do have to take another test if you want to get that too.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You actually
I'm not really sure how that works.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew and you were just like, I don't know if I'm going to go for it or whatever.
Oh, no, I'd totally go for it, but I just don't know the details of it all because it was just like briefed with my, like it wasn't like a sit down conversation. But when we do like quarterly touch points, we go over like what you're doing well, what you're not. And then like there's like what you want to start, stop, and continue doing. They ask you.
Nice.
So I'm probably just going to talk about it then when we do that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, but I think it's going well. We're expanding classrooms, so we're going to hopefully have a third classroom soon.
Nice.
And then have more kiddos. And yeah, but it's been great to see, like, we had a client's parent, like they have these like family meetings or whatever, like my supervisor does, and she told us, she's like, yeah, we like, congrats you guys, like so-and-so's parent said, you know, you're doing a great job, because they're super happy with his, you know, what he's progressed with and all that stuff. So
nice.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's been challenging but good, I guess. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Are you still enjoying it?
Yes. Good. Definitely.
Good. Just kidding. We have to cut all that out.
So what's new with you, Beth?
You know, children trouble, work, drama. I have codependency issues, according to my therapist. So working on that.
You do?
This is wild. Oh my gosh.
So yeah. Anyway, she gave me a book, or she told me to buy a book, and I bought it. So I just got it today.
Dude, I kind of want to read that book.
Yeah, I know. I think that all of us need to, actually.
I definitely need to read that book. I will be borrowing it afterwards.
I'll just send it around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's new with Lexi?
Well, I finally really love my job.
Yay!
Ooh. So there's that.
Yeah, what changed?
What changed?
Like you were not liking it because you were cleaning constantly, and you were just like, bah.
Bye.
I don't know. I think it's just because I've been going into more cases and I've been having cooler cases. And I don't know, like something just clicked and I'm just like, yeah, I really enjoy it. And I think like the prospect of being an OR nurse is kind of kicking in. So that's helping. But I haven't had my laptop charged, so I haven't been able to do it. But I have a lot of stuff, a lot of paperwork.
I gave her my charger already.
I know. I started doing some of it yesterday when I borrowed your charger.
Okay, what is it you're working on though?
I'm working on finishing all the requirements for CVTC so I can get in there.
Yeah, important. So.
Yeah.
So
yes. I can't do it on my phone. It's too much.
Yeah.
So
dude, I cannot even imagine looking at my phone trying to
fill out paperwork. Yeah, that's not happening.
Right up la now.
Wow. I swear, between the last time I saw Beth and today, she went to Boston. How you've been talking?
What was it I said though?
Coffee.
Oh yeah, pass me the coffee. I always say that though, just to be funny.
You said it so many times.
Now that you say that,
you said awful. You went awful. I was like, what are you watching on TV right now?
Mark Wahlberg.
I was gonna say, are you related to Joey Tribbiani?
Yes. Oh, speaking of, did you watch the debate?
Oh
no.
Like, of course came over to watch the debate with us on Tuesday.
So funny.
So it was funny because like I was watching and I was like, her first time like hearing her actually talk, right?
Yeah.
Camilla, whatever her name is.
Pamela.
Camilla.
Camilla. Whatever.
Camilla.
Anyways, I'm listening to her talk, right? And I'm like, oh, why does she sound so familiar? I was like, she sounds like something. What is it? What is it? And then like probably 10 minutes in, I'm like, I look at Lexi and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Janice from Friends.
She does. She talks just like Janice.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but
Once
it's
you hear
it's
it,
like
you
the
can't unhear it.
nasally, like this kind of talking. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Janice. Oh, it was so funny. And then I couldn't hear anything else. I was like, it's just Janice talking.
I was waiting for the laugh.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
That would be
I was
so
like, I
funny.
can't do
Yeah.
it.
No,
I
it's
can't.
bad. Yeah. All right.
Oh my gosh. No, but now that you say that, she said something on the phone today. Then I was like, what did she just say?
Oh, really?
I don't even know what you said,
so
but
funny.
it was not
Not
Yeah,
normal. I
And
don't
I'm
know.
like,
Maybe I'm watching something. Well, we're watching Vampire Diaries, but they're not
They're not-
Boston. So
No, they're
I don't know.
not.
I don't know.
I freaking love Vampire
It's like
Diaries. I gotta
multiple
rewatch that.
personalities
It could
coming
be,
out of you.
But like
Like,
accents, not personalities.
multiple accents coming
Multiple
out.
accents.
What?
Find
Did
a
you
good
find
one?
one?
Oh, good. Here we go.
Finally,
My life
it's
is average.
happened to me.
It's
Right in
this one
front
is
of
so
my face.
cheesy, but you know me. I love cheesy.
Okay.
I love cheese because I'm from Wisconsin.
But Gouda's my favorite.
Cheese Louise.
It's
We should
pepper
watch
jack
that.
for me.
John Tucker must die, or she's the man.
All right.
Okay, have you seen both of them?
Yes.
Show of hands. You've seen both?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
You're like,
Otherwise, we
to
are
the
for
list.
sure
Beth is over
watching
here
them.
trying to figure out what movie we're watching.
Yeah.
All right. So today, the whole world came crashing down on me. So I got some tape. I stuck the mat
Dude.
back onto the wall.
I can't
Oh
even
my
understand what you
gosh.
said.
My life is average.
You gotta say it again because I couldn't understand you.
laughing the whole time.
It's because you weren't listening.
Oh,
Excuse me.
You weren't
Maybe.
listening to me, apparently.
Maybe if you talked clearer.
She's
Say
annoyed
it's nice
because she
and
thought it was
pronounced.
so funny.
It was funny. Because, like, the whole world came crashing down on
Enunciate
them.
your words.
Oh, don't even. I always got yelled at as a
What?
kid
Doing that.
because I mumbled.
Same.
They
Yep.
would always be like, enunciate.
Enunciate.
And I'd be like, shut up. Oh, it pissed me off.
They used
Anyways.
to say that when we did choir and stuff
Yep.
because they're like,
Oh,
Enunciate.
need to
Enunciate.
overpronounce your words.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but then that same choir director told me to mouth the word watermelon if I forgot the words.
Hey guys, welcome to Our Life is Average. I'm Lexi.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Jordan.
Make sure that you guys like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps us a lot.
Okay, let's get into it.
All right, story time. What is it?
Yeah, tell us.
I'm
We've
ready.
been dying.
Have you heard the story of Diane Downs?
No, actually.
No.
I'm excited. All right, continue.
All right. Today, we will be talking about the despicable Diane Downs.
Despicable Diane Downs.
Triple D.
Oh, no.
Triple D, man.
All I do want to give a quick trigger warning for children harming because the story is pretty nuts.
Okay.
Diane Downs was born as Elizabeth Diane Fredrickson on August 7th, 1955 in Phoenix, Arizona. When I spell Arizona, I forgot
The A?
at the end.
Arizona.
Oh,
Arizona.
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 Arizona. Arizona. I think the wine's hitting.
She only had one glass, and she's not
Well,
even done with it.
Lightweight.
It's so funny. It's so far away. I
It's
literally
so
can't
far
reach
away.
it.
I just can't reach
Eh.
it.
I'll be chugging it after the story. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So she was born to Wesley and Wildine Fredrickson. She seemed to have an overall normal childhood. However, it is alleged that her father, Wesley, molested her when she was a child, starting at age 12.
Her uncle,
That was her dad.
her dad.
I was like, what?
I was clarifying. I couldn't remember.
She literally just.
She graduated from Moon Valley High School in Phoenix, where she met her future husband, Steve Downs. After high school, she enrolled at Pacific Coast Baptist Bible College.
Baptist. With a
I was like,
P.
a Baptist?
Baptist.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that
That's
religion.
a new religion.
Baptist.
Baptist.
You gotta take bath.
Oh.
All right. Anyway,
Anywho,
Baptist.
Let's see if we can get through this.
Baptist Bible College in Orange, California, but after a year was expelled for promiscuity and returned to her parents' home.
Ho.
Oh.
She a hoe.
I have in parentheses after that.
She's a
So
hoe.
basically, she was a hoe.
Basically, she was a hoe. I beat you to it.
Do you know that song?
What?
You don't know that song?
What song?
She's a hoe.
Nope.
You
It
don't
sounds
know?
familiar.
It's an old song.
Can't trust a hoe.
Yes. Can't trust a hoe.
What is it?
Can't trust me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Can't
whoa,
trust
whoa.
a-
I was
can't
gonna say,
trust a hoe.
do you know who is by?
303.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you said, do you know who is by?
Oh,
And I was like,
Jordan's
who's
like,
by?
who?
She just jumped out of her chair. She's like, are we shit talking? Who? So she was expelled because she was a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
So on November 13th, 1973, she married Steve Downs. During the course of their short marriage, they had their troubles and reportedly fought over financial issues and infidelity. Surprising.
Mm.
They divorced in 1980, about a year after the birth of Stephen Danny Downs. The reason they divorced has to do with their son Danny. Steve believed that Diane had been unfaithful and that Danny was a product of that infidelity.
Oh, who's your daddy?
Oh my god.
The way you said it.
Who's your daddy?
The 25 divorcee tried hard to become a surrogate, but failed her psychiatric test twice
Shocking.
Dang.
due to evidence of psychosis.
Oh, yeah, so she's psychotic, literally.
Yes. Downs was working for.
Your spelling. Yeah.
I put Downs was worked for.
Was worked.
She was
Oh.
worked. Dang, she real hoe.
She's a real hoe.
Yeah, because she was worked by the U.S. Postal Service.
Oh! So, like, all of them.
Yeah, so she worked for the United States Postal Service, assigned to the mail routes in the city of Cottage Grove, Oregon, before her arrest and trial for what I'm about to tell you. By all accounts, friends, acquaintances, neighbors, and eventually by the surviving daughter, Christy, which I'll get into her kids in a second. Diane Downs was an unfit parent who would put everything before her children and was especially cruel to Cheryl, who told a neighbor of her grandparents shortly before her death that she was afraid of her mother. That's one of her other kids.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, let's get into the murder. I will explain the kids as we talk about the murder.
Okay.
All right. So, on May 19th,
Oh my gosh.
1983,
Yep.
Downs
Never in it. There we go.
And now, oh, I was like,
Downs
no,
drove
you're
the
not.
children Downs drove the children on like a back road and parked, and she shot all three of her children.
Oh my
what
gosh.
in the?
Stephen Danny, born in 1979, Cheryl Lynn, born in 1976, and Christy Ann, born in 1974.
Oh my gosh.
She then drove the children in a blood-splattered car to Mackenzie Willamette Hospital. There was blood splatter all over the inside of the car, but not on Diane. On arrival at the hospital, Cheryl was already dead. She was the one who said she was afraid of her mother
Mm.
to a neighbor. Downs herself had been shot on the left forearm, so she shot herself.
Nice.
Downs claimed she was carjacked on a rural road near Springfield, Oregon, by a strange man who shot her and her 3 children. Investigators became suspicious because they decided her manner was too calm for a person who had experienced such a traumatic event.
Yeah, no shit.
Psychosis.
Mm-hmm.
Their suspicion heightened when Downs went for the first time to see Christy, who was unable to speak after suffering a stroke. Christy's eyes glazed over with apparent fear, and her heart rate jumped dramatically upon seeing her mother.
Oh my gosh.
They also discovered that immediately upon arriving at the hospital, Downs had called Robert Knickerbocker. That's funny.
Knickerbocker.
A married man and former colleague in Arizona whom she had been having an affair with.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But she was divorced, right?
Yeah, so I don't really think it
She
was
was just-
unfair.
Yeah,
She was just,
well, unless he was married.
he was married, so he
He
was
was
having
having
an
the
affair
affair.
with her.
Right.
Makes sense.
The forensic evidence did not match Downs' story. There was no blood on the driver's side of the car, nor was there any gunpowder residue on the driver's panel, which there would have been if she had been shot from, Knickerbocker also reported to police that Downs had stalked him and seemed willing to kill. Oh, yeah, that's weird. So Knickerbocker also reported that to the police that Downs had stalked him and seemed willing to kill his wife if that meant that she could have him to herself.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I
terrifying.
feel like that's
Yeah.
a very big red flag. Let's just say it's the biggest red flag.
Let's just say it's the biggest one.
Honestly, I would almost argue the only one you need to pay attention
The
to.
only one that's really important.
All those other ones, throw them out the
Yeah,
window.
just throw them out. It's fine.
This is the
This
one.
is the
This
one
is the one that
where
you're just
you
like,
run.
nope.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Other ones,
Um,
meh. This
Yep.
one, no.
No.
Knickerbocker stated that he was relieved that Downs had left for Oregon and that he was able to reconcile with his wife. Downs did not tell the police she owned a .22 caliber handgun, but both Steve Downs, her ex-husband, and Knickerbocker, her ex-lover, said she did own one.
Well,
Yep.
So
Threw her under the bus.
they
mhm.
sure did.
Good.
Investigators later discovered she bought the handgun in Arizona, and although they were unable to find the actual weapon, they found unfired casings in her home. That's so weird because, well, anyway,
Unfired casings. Wouldn't that just be bullets?
yeah.
Okay. Why would you say unfired casings? Like, who
It's the
says
way
that?
the article says
I know.
it.
Like, why though? Like, an unfired casing
Unfired
is
casing.
I was
unfired
like,
bullet.
I thought they were shot on like a back road.
Yeah,
What?
that is. So they just found bullets. Like,
They found bullets
Yep.
in her home. They found ammunition in her
there you go.
home. With exterior markings from the same gun that shot the children. Most damaging, witnesses saw Downs' car being driven very slowly towards the hospital at an estimated speed of 5 to 7 miles per
Oh
hour.
my gosh. Yeah, sure.
How dumb are you?
Yeah, you just got shot and watch your children die, but you're going 7 miles an hour. Okay.
What is wrong with her?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously psychotic, but come
yeah,
on.
definitely.
Yeah. Contradicting Downs' claim that she drove to the hospital at a high speed after the shooting.
Yeah, 7 miles
Based
an
on this
hour,
and additional evidence, Downs was arrested 9 months after the event on February 28th, 1984, and charged with murder and 2 counts of attempted murder and criminal assault. So it is important to note that Danny and Christy lived. Right. Prosecutors argued that Downs shot her children to be free of them so she could continue her affair with Knickerbocker, who let it be known that he did not want children in his life.
Oh my gosh.
Much of the case against Down rested on the testimony of surviving daughter Christy, who, once she recovered her ability to speak, described how her mother shot all 3 children while parked on the side of the road and then shot herself in the arm. Christy was 8 years old at the time of the murder
Ugh.
and 9 by the time of the trial.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like Hadley.
Hadley. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
Hey guys, we hope you're enjoying the show so far. We just wanted to take a minute and let you know how you can help our podcast grow. We have a Patreon account for our podcast that you can go to, and you sign up to be a monthly donor starting at just $5 a month, and you get fun perks like no ads, early access to episodes, and quarterly gifts from us. So definitely go check that out. It's www.patreon.com/ourlifeisAveragePod. Thanks for listening, guys. We hope you enjoy the rest of this episode.
There's no turtle.
Downs was found guilty on all charges on June 17th, 1984, and sentenced to life in prison plus 50 years. Psychiatrists diagnosed Downs with narcissistic personality disorder,
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
histrionic and antisocial personality disorders as well.
What's histrionic?
Yeah.
Intense, unstable emotions, and distorted self-image.
Distorted self-image.
Yeah, it's they'd be like uncomfortable in situations where they're not the center of attention.
Interesting.
Yeah. Most of her sentence is to be served consecutively, and the judge made it clear that he did not wish Downs to ever regain her freedom.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope not.
The surviving children eventually went to live with one of the prosecutors of the case,
What?
What?
Fred Huggy.
Huggy?
H-U-G-I. Huggy.
He must give lots of hugs.
Meant to be.
I bet he hasn't heard that one before.
He and his wife Joanne adopted them in 1984.
Aww.
Prior to the arrest of Diane and trial, Downs became pregnant with a fourth child and gave birth a month after her 1984 trial to a girl she named Amy.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Who impregnated her?
Yeah, what the heck?
10 days before her sentencing, the baby was seized by the state of Oregon and adopted soon after, and she was renamed Becky Babcock.
Okay.
Downs escaped from the Oregon Women's Correctional Center of the Oregon Department of Corrections on July 11th, 1987, and was recaptured in Salem, Oregon on July 21st.
I was just gonna say that. She's a witch.
She's a witch.
Spooky season.
It took them 10 days to get her,
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
and she received a 5-year sentence for this escape.
5 years?
Yeah, for escaping.
It was for escaping, not for the murder.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. No, she got like more than that. She got I like literally just said it. Oh yeah, she got life in prison plus 50 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
She's
no,
not
it's
leaving.
life in
Yeah.
prison. Life
She's
in
not
prison
leaving.
plus 50 years plus an additional
5 years for trying to
what's
escape.
the
Yeah.
point?
Yep.
right.
She's already in there for life.
Yep.
Plus 50 years.
It really is. But it says that so before she got arrested, she became pregnant with her fourth child, claiming that she did it because she missed her children.
Oh, my gosh.
Really? Then why'd you try to kill them?
Mm-hmm.
You missed.
It doesn't say
up.
who did it though. Who's the baby daddy? Also, why did the dad not take his kids back? Why did they have to get
He's
adopted?
probably scared that they were like her or something.
Maybe. But anyway,
Well, wait,
Maybe.
isn't only one of those kids his? Because he was like skeptical
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they divorced.
they had 3, remember?
They had 3 together.
Yeah.
I thought he left her because he was skeptical. The first one wasn't his because she was cheating.
Last one wasn't
Oh,
his.
the last one. Okay,
Yeah, the last one, Danny.
caught up.
Yep.
All right, continue.
Anyway, let's see. So she received 5 years for the escape. After her escape, she was housed in the New Jersey Department of Corrections Clinton Correctional Institution. In 1994, after serving 10 years, she was transferred to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. While in prison, she has earned an associate's degree in general studies. And as of 2010, she is located in the Valley State Prison for Women. There is somebody who wrote a book detailing the life of her, and a made-for-TV movie called Small Sacrifices.
Okay, that's what we're watching tonight.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Her last child, born shortly after her trial concluded, appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, October 22nd, 2010.
That's my birthday.
I was. Did you hear me pause? And she appeared on 2020, July 1st, 2011. Well, Diane, who's all about the drama, did decide to apply for parole.
What?
Yep. So Dahone's sentence makes her eligible for parole consideration after serving 25 years. Under Oregon law, it is as a dangerous offender, she will be eligible for parole consideration hearing every 2 years until she is released or dies in prison.
Every 2 years, they have to go through parole request.
Yep. Every 2 years, she can fill it in. I want to say, like, if you aren't a violent offender, it can be sooner.
She is a violent offender.
I know, but it's like 2
Oh.
years because she's a violent offender.
Go rot.
In her first application for parole in 2008, Downs reaffirmed her innocence. Over the years, she said, I have told you and the rest of the world that a man shot me and my children.
Oh my gosh.
Funny. Oh, just wait. It gets way better. I have never changed my story.
Oh my.
Oh, so that means it's true. You're right.
You're right. We should have thought about that before we
didn't
convicted
change,
you.
We didn't change your story, so I think that you are innocent.
Yeah,
You're
your
right.
daughter just made it all.
Yeah,
up.
like
Yeah.
your daughter is an eyewitness, so go fuck yourself.
Right. Her first parole hearing was on December 9th, 2008. Lane.
That's my birthday. Just kidding.
It's not your birthday, though.
Not your birthday.
I said just kidding.
Lane County District Attorney Douglas Harkleroad wrote in to the parole board. Oh my god, this is so bad, guys.
You've had the least amount
No
of wine.
more wine.
I know.
Yeah.
Poor pod.
Downs continues to fail to demonstrate any honest insight into her criminal behavior, even after her convictions. She continues to fabricate new versions of events under which the crimes occurred. She end quote. She alternatively refers to her assailants as a bushy-haired stranger.
Oh my gosh.
A bushy-haired stranger.
She's calling herself a bushy.
Like, I guess if that's what you want to call yourself.
That's so funny.
Crazy.
Or two men wearing ski masks, or drug dealers and corrupt law enforcement officials.
Oh, but she's never changed her story.
Yeah.
right. Downs participated in the hearing from the Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla. Oh my gosh, that is an amazing word. Chowchilla. Oh my gosh.
Tarantula.
Tarantula.
Right.
Tarantella.
Tarantella.
Chinchilla.
Chowchilla, California. She was not permitted a statement, but answered questions from the parole board. After 3 hours of interviews and 30 minutes of deliberation, Diane Downs was denied parole. Downs was eligible to reapply for parole in 2010. She faced her second parole hearing on December 10th, 2010. She was denied parole and under a new law will not be eligible for parole for another 10 years.
Good. Why? Like, yeah, why are we doing every 2 years for a violent offender? Like, that's bullcrap.
Yep, she'll have to wait. She would have had to wait to apply until 2020, and she would be 65 years old. I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened in 2020?
So in April of 2020, Diane Downs hit the headlines for comparing the coronavirus to Red Death.
Wait, what?
Downs said via an email to the Oregonian, which is like a magazine, that she survived the scourge due to luck and an attentive employee.
What?
What?
Yeah, she said that she was more worried about her children than herself.
Oh,
she
sure.
was
my
adopted. Mhm. Every time the New World shows the big red circles on the national map, I look at Oregon because that's where Christy and Daniel are.
Oh my gosh.
Cry me a river.
Go run hell, bitch.
Tell us how you really feel.
Bitch.
Bitch.
There's the accents coming out.
Accent's back. That was more southern though. See, I just jump around.
See, different ones.
Bitch.
Depends how you're feeling. Are
Yep.
you feeling spicy?
Yep.
Are you feeling, I don't know,
East Coast.
East Coastern?
East Coaster.
Coaster.
Eat
Coastern.
coaster. Eat coaster, bitch.
Okay, so she didn't get parole in 2020, correct?
I'm not seeing it now.
Okay, good. I was like, if they ever let her out, they're dumb.
Yep, that's it. So
She's a psycho.
she's a psycho.
Psycho bitch.
Psycho bitch.
Psycho bitch.
Psychopath. Psycho bitch.
And it's funny that we're saying that because she was actually
A
classified as a psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not just being
We're not just being
dramatic.
mean. She's actually a psycho.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, guys. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us grow. If you have any story suggestions, please send them to ourlifeisaveragepod@gmail.com. We'd love to dig into your ideas.